Hello guys, welcome to the second video related to the variance analysis. In the first video, we talked about the concept of static budget and flexible budget, and we talked about the difference between static and flexible budget, and we also learned how to prepare the static budget and flexible budget. But in this video, we are going to look at direct material variance as per flexible budget. So as we know, when we calculate the cost of any product, so we need to write the material cost there. And how we write the material cost there? So we take the quantity of the material for each unit of the output and we multiply with the price of the material. So that is why the variance could arise either due to change in quantity, or maybe it could arise due to change in prices as well. So that is why direct material flexible budget variance can be divided into two sections. The first is the material price variance and second is the material quantity variance. Price variance actually is the difference between the actual price paid for the material and the estimated standard price of the material. So we might have two types of price variance. First, your variance could be favorable or your variance could be unfavorable. So when the favorable price variance will occur, so usually the favorable price variance will occur when actual price paid is less than estimated standard price. On the other hand, unfavorable price variance occurs when actual price paid is greater than estimated standard price. Now we are going to look at the reasons for the favorable price variance. As I told you, favorable price variance occurs when actual price paid is less than standard price. So these are the following reason. Reason number one, maybe your purchasing department performed well by finding a lower cost source for the material. The reason number two, maybe prices in the industry have fallen and the standard prices should be updated. Reason number three, maybe your purchasing department purchased the lower quality material and paid less amount. This is really important when you buy the material with the superior quality. So maybe you have to pay more for that. But when we buy the material with inferior quality, maybe we will pay less for that. So this could be the reason for favorable price variance. One more point which you should remember, when we buy the material with the lower quality, of course it is gonna to affect the consumption of the material, because the lower quality material could result into the wastage as well. So maybe the lower quality material could result in the adverse or unfavorable quantity variance as well. On the other hand, we have a unfavorable price variance. As I told you, unfavorable price variance occurs when actual price paid is greater than estimated standard price, and following could be the reasons. Number one, maybe your purchasing department is failed in finding a lower cost source for the material. The reason number two, maybe your price in the industry have risen and standard price should be updated. Third reason, maybe your purchasing department purchased the high quality material and paid more amount for that, because when we buy the material with high quality, of course maybe we need to pay more amount for that. So this could be the reason for unfavorable price variance as well. And another point here you should remember, when we buy the material with the high quality, of course it is going to affect the quantity used in the production, because high quality material would result in less wastage, so their quantity variance could be favorable. And don't forget, price variance is the responsibility of the purchasing department. We cannot blame the production department for the price variance, because they are not responsible to buy the material. Now we are going to look at the quantity variance. Quantity variance, also called efficiency or usage variance. And quantity variance measures the difference between actual quantity and standard quantity. Actual quantity actually is the quantity of material used for actual level of production. And how you will get it, so actual quantity is always equal to actual level of output multiplied by actual kg for each unit of the output. Maybe for example, if you are manufacturing table, let's assume, so maybe you have manufactured 1000 table, so actual output is 1000. Maybe each table consumed maybe 3 kg of material, so you will put it here 3 kg. So 1000 times 3, it will give you 3000, which is your actual quantity. Now we need to understand the standard quantity as well. Standard quantity is the quantity of material that should have been used for actual level of production units. For example, how we can calculate the standard quantity? Standard quantity is always equal to the actual output multiplied by standard kg per unit. You know, for to tackle the question, you can assume standard kg means it's a budgeted kg per unit. Look at the difference. If you will look at here under the actual quantity, what we did, we are taking actual output multiplied by actual kg per unit. But when we calculate the standard quantity, what we do, we take the actual output multiplied by standard kg per unit. So this is the difference. This is the main difference when we calculate the actual quantity or the standard quantity. And don't make mistake here, please don't forget. And there is another point, quantity variance is the responsibility of the production department. But sometime for the quantity variance, we can also assign this quantity variance to the purchasing department as well. Because if as I told you before, if purchasing department will buy the material with inferior quality, maybe it could result in unfavorable quantity variance because wastage will increase. But if the purchasing department will buy the material with high quality, so this could result in favorable quantity variance because wastage will be less. So it's really important. So sometimes we can connect the quantity variance with the price as well. Usually, the quantity variance is the responsibility of the production department, and the price variance is the responsibility of purchasing department. Now we can divide the quantity variance again. Your quantity variance could be favorable quantity variance or it could be unfavorable quantity variance. So when the favorable quantity variance occurs, when actual quantity used is less than standard quantity. And standard quantity, you know, the is the quantity that should have been used. And what could be the reasons? So number one, maybe the workers have been efficient by reducing the normal spoilage. Maybe they are more skilled and they are wasting less material during the production. And the other reason, maybe the workers are producing lower quality product. Maybe they are compromising the quality, so that is why they are consuming less quantity of the material. So it means you should remember this one, the cost have been reduced at the expense of the product quality. Like you should not compromise the quality, but this could be the reason for favorable quantity variance. Now we have another point. We have unfavorable quantity variance. As I told you, unfavorable quantity variance occurs when actual quantity used is greater than standard quantity, and the standard quantity is the quantity that should have been used as per flexible budget. So following could be the reasons for unfavorable quantity variance. First, it may indicate the theft of material or other waste or shrinkage, maybe due to the theft. So you are getting unfavorable quantity variance. The second reason is maybe labor is unskilled and they are not using material efficiently. Maybe they are wasting more material during the production process. The third reason is if the purchasing department will buy the cheap material, maybe the material with the inferior quality. So again, it could result in unfavorable quantity variance, because the material with the low quality could result in more wastage during the production. So this is really important, as I told you before as well. Please don't forget this point. If purchasing department will buy the cheaper material, like material with the inferior quality, so what could happen? Maybe the price variance could be favorable because they will pay less price for that, and maybe the usage variance might be unfavorable because there could be a more wastage due to the poor quality of the material. Now we are going to look at how to calculate the material variance. Actually, we have two words. I'm using these two words just to drive the formula. So these two words are A. This is the first alphabet A, and we have a second alphabet is S. And we have to make three possible combination of these two alphabets. For example, first combination we will make like here I'm just writing. For example, first combination we will take A times A. Second combination we will make, for example, A times S. Okay, and third combination we will make like, for example, A times, sorry, we will take here S times S. So what does mean by the first column? A word is for this, first is for the quantity, like here you will use actual quantity, standard quantity. And for this column, we will use the word price, like here you will use actual price, and standard price. So these are three possible combination. Like the now we can write the formula. For example, this line I'm going to drive here, it will be actual quantity times actual price. And second, I'm going to drive this line there. So we have again actual quantity times standard price. And third is what? S time S mean to say it's a standard quantity times standard price. So now guys, as I told you before, if you want to calculate the actual quantity, how we can calculate the actual quantity? We will take actual output multiplied by actual kg per unit. If you want to uh, calculate the actual quantity one more time, it will be the same. We will use the same formula. We will use actual output multiplied by actual kg per unit. Now, if when you want to calculate standard quantity, for the standard quantity, what we will do, we will take actual output multiply by standard kg per unit. It could be given with the name of budgeted kg per unit as well. So what we will do, we will multiply actual quantity with the actual price, then actual quantity with the standard price, then standard quantity with the standard price. And once we will multiply, so you will get one value here, second value here, and third value here. Now, if you will take the difference of first two lines, so these are the first two lines, you can say here actual quantity and actual quantity, like there is no difference in the quantity. But if you will look at the price section, here we have an actual price and here we have a standard price. You can look at here. So this is the difference here, like we are using actual price and standard price. So that is why when we take the difference of first two line, it is gonna to give us price variance. But when you take the difference of second line and the third line, so you can look at the second and third, look at the quantity. Here we have a actual quantity and here we have a standard quantity. It means it's the difference of quantity. When we multiply with the standard price and there is no difference with the price, it means if you will take the difference of last two lines, so this is going to give us quantity variance. Now we are going to look here, as you can see here, as you can see here guys. So first we have a price or rate variance, and price or rate variance, this is the formula for the price or rate variance. You will take actual quantity multiplied by actual price. We will take actual quantity multiplied by standard price. So what is here, you will get, once you will multiply, you will get one value here, second value here, and the difference will be the variance. Now the question is that, is this unfavorable variance or favorable variance? If the first line, like this answer is higher and this answer is lower, this is going to be unfavorable. Why? Because it's a price variance. Whenever your actual price is more than standard, so this should be unfavorable. And if the first answer, like answer of the first line is lower and answer of the second line is higher, this is going to be favorable. Why? Because the favorable price variance occurs when your actual price is less than standard price. So same way, the last two lines, mean to say line number 2 and 3, will result in the quantity variance, which is also called usage variance. So we have here actual quantity multiplied by standard price, and then we have a standard quantity multiplied by standard price. You can see here there is no difference between prices, but there is a difference between quantity. That is why this will give you quantity variance. So if you will multiply actual quantity with the sale price, you will get one answer here. And if you will take standard quantity multiply with the standard price, you will get one amount here. So the difference of these two will result in variance. So now if the first line answer is higher and second line answer is lower, this could be unfavorable. Why? Because your actual quantity is more than standard quantity, so this will result in unfavorable price variance. But if you will reverse, if your first line answer is lower and second line answer is higher, this could be favorable variance. When favorable variance will occur? When your actual quantity used is less than standard quantity. And as I told you before, quantity variance is the responsibility of production department. Now guys, if you want to calculate the total material variance under flexible budget, what we can do, just we can net off the price variance and the quantity variance. If you will net these two values, so you will get one variance, that is called total material variance. In other way, if you want to calculate the total material variance, so we can calculate by using a formula also. You can look at here, as I told you, we have a three lines here. If you will take the difference of the first line, which is actual quantity times actual price, and the difference of the third line, which is standard quantity and the standard price, you can see here is the standard price, here is the actual price, so there is a price variance is there. And here is the standard quantity and here is the actual quantity, so there is a quantity variance also there. So straight away we can take the difference of the first line, which is this value, and the difference of a third line, which is this value. So this will result in the total material variance under flexible budget. So this is what is the formula is written here. If you want to calculate the total material variance, what we can do, we can take actual quantity times actual price, we will get one answer. Then we can take standard quantity times standard price, we will get another answer. Okay, so the difference of these two lines will be the variance. If the answer of the first line is higher again and the answer of second line is lower again, this is the unfavorable. If the answer of the first line is lower and the answer of the second line is higher, this is going to be favorable variance. Sometime guys in exam, maybe you will not be provided with the information of the standard price. So if the standard price is not given in the exam, we can calculate by using below two formulas. So please focus with these two formulas, because I'm going to apply these as well through the help of questions. So first formula to calculate the standard price is, so what we can do, we can take budgeted or standard total material cost in dollar. Like he will give you total material cost in dollar, budgeted or with the standard material cost. So and you will divide it with the budgeted or standard total material quantity. In short, we are taking cost, budgeted cost as a numerator, and we are taking budgeted quantity as a denominator. If you will divide the cost with the quantity, you will get the standard price. So another formula, we can also use this formula to calculate the standard price. So sometime in question he will give you usage variance in dollar. Usage variance stand for quantity variance in dollar. Just what you need to do, you will take the usage variance in dollar divided by the difference between actual quantity and the standard quantity. If you will divide usage variance with this difference of actual and standard quantity, so again you can calculate the standard price. Now guys, let's move to the questions, and now we will try to learn how we can apply the formulas in the questions. Let's move to the questions now. So here we have a question number one. So they're telling you we have a one company, and the company estimated output for the period of 18,000 units. So this is the estimated outputs. You can say it's a budgeted. However, actual output was 16,500 units. This is the actual level of output. So standard direct materials per unit were estimated at 7.5. Like it is the budgeted, like for 1 unit, so we were estimating that we will use 7.5 of material. So then, but the actual usage was 6.5 per unit. This is the actual usage of the material. The standard price was budgeted as $6.75. This is the standard price, and but the actual price was 7. You can see there is a difference between standard and actual price. Of course, it will result in the price variance also. So the direct material variance are calculated as follow. So how we can calculate now, guys? Please focus with me. So we will write first of all those three lines. If you can focus with me, so those three lines are what? First line is actual quantity multiplied by actual price. Okay. Second line is actual quantity multiplied by standard price, and the third line is standard quantity multiplied by standard price. Okay, don't forget how to calculate the actual quantity. Actual quantity we can calculate by using actual output, which is 16,500 units. It is given in the question. Here you can see you will multiply with the actual usage, and actual usage is also given as a 6.5 per unit. Here you can see. So this, once you will multiply 16,500 units times 6.5, this will give you actual quantity of 107,250, and we will multiply with the actual price, and actual price is also given here as $7. You can see here into the question. Then second line, we have actual quantity times standard price, and actual quantity will be the same, 107,250. Okay, we will multiply with the standard price, and you can see here standard price is given here as a $6.75. So you will write it here. And the third, we need to calculate the standard quantity. You can see here, and for the standard quantity, if you remember the formula, so we will use the formula. Now this formula, like we will take always actual output, which is 16,500 times standard kg, and standard kg is 7.5. It is given here. So this will give you standard quantity 123,750 kg. So multiply with the standard price, and standard price is $6.75. So what you will do now, you will, if you will multiply with the uh, if you will multiply actual quantity with the actual price, like this is the data, so you will get one value here, which is $750,750. Okay, and if you will multiply actual quantity with the standard price, which is this data, so you will get 723,938. So if you will multiply the standard quantity with the standard price, you will get $835,313. So now if you will take the difference of first two lines, as I told you, like first these two values, so this will result in price variance. And as I told you, if the first line is higher, second is lower, so this will be unfavorable. And you can see here the first line is higher, it is 750,000 something, and here we have a 723,000 something. So that is why there is an unfavorable price variance. Then I told you, if you will take the difference of second line and third line, okay, so you will get the quantity variance. And you can see here, you can see here the quantity variance is 111,375. It is favorable. Why? Because I told you, if the first line is lower and second is higher, so this is going to be favorable. If first is higher, second is lower, this is going to be unfavorable, but it is favorable. Now if you want to calculate the total variance, guys, total material variance. What you will do, you will take this material price variance, this quantity variance, just net off, you will automatically get the total variance. So, and if you want to calculate the total variance by using formula, take the difference of first line, which is this one, and the difference of the third line, which is this one. So this will result in the same value. I hope it is clear. Now we are gonna to move to the second question with more complex adjustments. The question number two is, for example, we have a ABC company. ABC company uses a standard costing system in the manufacturer of single product. So we are manufacturing single product. So the 35,000 units of material were purchased in inventory for $105,000. So this is actual data. So we have purchased 35,000 units of material with the purchase price of this. So 2 units of direct material are required to produce 1 unit of the final product. It means we need 2 units of material to produce 1 unit of the final output. Okay, so in April, the company produced 12,000 units of the final product. So this is your actual level of production. It means if 1 units of final product takes 2 units of material, so it means this should consume how much? 24,000 units of material. So the standard allowed for material was $60,000. Like here in short, to produce these 12,000 units, so the material cost was budgeted as $60,000, and there is an unfavorable quantity variance is $2,500. So you are provided with the quantity variance as well in amounts, and it is unfavorable. So what is the requirement? So in the requirement they're asking you, so what is the standard price for 1 unit of the direct material? As you can see in the question, you are not provided with the standard price, so now you need to calculate the standard price, and I told you two formulas to calculate the standard price. Okay, so this is one of that. So if you want to calculate the standard price, how you can calculate? We need budgeted or standard material cost in dollar divided by budgeted or standard material quantity. So here, so budgeted or standard cost in dollar is 60,000. It is given here because he told you standard allowed for material was $60,000 to produce 12,000 units. So this is your standard or budgeted material cost in dollar, and now you will divide it by with the budgeted or standard material quantity you need. So material quantity, how you will calculate? It is 24,000 units of material. How we can calculate? We can calculate this way. So we have actually we produce 12,000 units of final product. Okay, multiply by 2 units of material as per standard. So if you will multiply 12,000 times 2, it will give you 24,000 units of material. So if you will take 60,000 divided by 24,000 units of material, you will automatically get the standard price per unit of material, which is $2.5. I hope it is clear. Now we are going to move to the third question with the different requirements, and I'm going to use the same data, but I'm going to change my requirement. So we have a question number 3 now. ABC company uses a standard costing system in the manufacturing of the single product, and we have a 35,000 units of material were purchased in inventory for 105,000 is the actual data. 2 units of direct material are required to produce 1 unit of the final product. Okay, and in April the company produced 12,000 units of the final product. The standard allowed for material was 60,000. Like to produce these 12,000, we need a material cost of $60,000, and unfavorable quantity variance was $2,500. Here we have the unfavorable quantity variance as well. And now I'm assuming standard price is $2.5 for 1 unit of the material, which just we calculated in the previous question. Now assume it is available. So now the requirement is different. What is the requirement? Requirement is you are required to calculate the units of material used to produce April output total. Like you have to calculate the quantity variance in short. So how you will calculate the quantity variance? So we will write two lines. So it's really important, guys. Sorry, not the quantity variance. You are not required to calculate the quantity variance. No, you are required to calculate the material used to produce. Like you have to calculate the actual quantity of material which we used to produce the product. Okay, so it means now how we can work. Please listen me carefully, it's really important. So we are provided with the data of unfavorable quantity variance, which is 2500. So what we will do first, we will try to write two lines for the quantity variance. The first is we will take actual quantity multiplied by standard price, and the second line is the standard quantity multiplied by standard price. And we will write the variance amount also, because I'm just assuming here. If you will look at here, so we are provided with the quantity variance, which is 2500 unfavorable. It is available in the question here. So what you will do, we will write that amount. And he told you already the standard quantity for 12,000 units. He told you it was how much. The standard allowed for material was 60,000 to produce 12,000 units. So it means it is, this value is already given, which is $60,000. We will put it here. And now I can calculate the the answer for the first line. How? Because I have the value of the variance and I know the value of the standard also. So if I will take the difference, not the difference, I mean to say, if I will make the summation of these two value, it will be equal to the answer of the first line. How? Because when the variance could be unfavorable, if first line is higher and second is lower, then the variance could be favorable, and you are provided with the amount of variance. You are provided with the amount of standard material cost, which is $60,000. So what you will do here, it means first line was higher, that's why this variance is unfavorable. So what we will do, we will take 60,000 plus 2,500. This is going to give us the answer of the first line. But this is not the requirement. Requirement is what? You have to calculate the actual quantity, right? You have to calculate the actual quantity here. You have to calculate. Okay, so and we are provided with the standard price data also, and standard price is $2.5, right? So what we will do here, if I will take this value divided by standard price, I can reach to the actual quantity. Because if you have actual quantity and you will multiply with the standard price, you will reach to this value. But now you have to go reverse. So we will take this value divided by standard price, we will reach to the actual quantity. So the actual quantity will be 25,000. Okay, so these are the quantity of the material. So this is what is the question which they are asking you to produce. Now I'm going to use the same data but to calculate the price variance. This is the question number 4, and now we are going to look at the price variance. For example, you are provided with the same data. Okay, company is manufacturing single product, and company, they purchased 35,000 units of material for the cost of $105,000. This is the actual data, and they also told you 2 units of direct material are required to produce 1 unit of the final product. And in April, the company produced 12,000 units of the final product. This is the actual production, and the standard allowed to produce these 12,000 units. So the standard allowed was $60,000. Okay, and unfavorable quantity variance is $2,500, and now the standard price is 2.5 for 1 unit of the material. So now, guys, what you will do, so here we are required to calculate the material price variance for the unit used in April, not the material purchased in April. So here you have to calculate the price variance for the unit used in April. Okay, so what you will do here, you will take here actual quantity multiply by actual price, and we will take actual quantity multiplied by standard price. So here actual price is we need to calculate, and standard price is given, which is 2.5. So how you can calculate the actual price, guys? This value, it is explained under note 1. You can see here note 1. So actual price we can calculate $105,000 of material cost divided by actual material purchased, and actual material purchased quantity is 35,000. So if you will take 105,000 divided by 35,000, so you will get the actual price, which is $3. So this is what we will put it here. Okay, so we have an actual price $3 and standard price is 2.5, and actual quantity just we produced in the last question, in the question number 3, it is 25,000, and here we also have a 25,000. Now if you will multiply actual quantity with the actual price, you will get 75,000. If you will multiply actual quantity with the standard price, so you will get 62,500. Now you can see here this is the price variance. So first line answer is higher and the second line answer is lower. As I told you, if first line is higher and second is lower, variance will be unfavorable. It means the price variance is 12,500 unfavorable. Okay guys, now see you in the next video, and I'm gonna to make the video for direct labor variance. That would be my third video. If you really like my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, please you can ask through the comment section. See you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.